Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Brittany, your Orange Ninja Bunny. We are back with a speed build of a tiny vampire home for a teacher, vampire teacher. I have tried to record this a couple times. I've only gotten to about like 5 minutes each time because I don't know why, but the recording is super laggy. So I'm just gonna go for it. And if my voice is not aligned with everything, I'm super sorry, but I've tried everything. I've played the video through a couple times. I've turned everything else off on the computer. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with it. But, you know, here we are. But, let's actually start talking about the build. So it does move from this corner. I do have 2 porches that are basically useless, but they look aesthetically nice. So yeah, and the balcony has a chair, which is, you know, slightly not useless, but whatever. But in other news, the roofing. I did so well on the roofing. I'm so proud of it. I can't even believe I did it. It looks so good. I mean, like, I know it's weird that I'm so excited about it, but if you see my other builds, I'm not that great at roofs. And I mean, I stayed with like a theme. I did keep that original like default color. And I think it goes with the build, the aesthetic of like this Victorian cottage gothic style I'm going for. Which is fine. I mean, I think I could have probably changed it, but I don't know why, I just didn't change it. I went for like a brick theme as well with like the iron fencing. I did try to use the vampire fencing, but it just didn't look right to me, so I have Strangerville, and then that trim is Seasons, and the vampires one just like was a little too bulky for how the roof was, but it's okay. And then I think I have mostly base game doors. Yeah, that one is from Cats and Dogs, but it's easily exchanged with like another door from the base game. I was considering a base game door, but I didn't want any. I wanted the least amount of windows in the top as possible. I did try to go for these stained glass windows, but I decided to get rid of them. They didn't go with the aesthetic of the house, and I figured it didn't make sense with you like in your bedroom as a vampire. You don't want to like, you're trying to escape the sun, and you don't want to like hang out in the sun, you know? And those windows at the top there, they won't affect that room, but I figured if the vampire, you know, had access to the window, they would put something on over it. But I think it looks nice to have something there. But I put this gargoyle and then the vines, and they look super nice. I didn't want to do the dead vines because I did want the house to have a more cottage core vibe, but not full cottage, I guess. I don't know what vibe I'm going for. I also get rid of this window here for the bathroom because it's technically in the middle of a shower and I didn't even think about it. But that's okay. It gets fixed. And then sometimes when the walls are down you can see floating vines, but I tried my best to not have floating vines, but you never know. It happens. What else? I did put the little pot plant things underneath the windows, and then the bricks are base game. Oh, I did change or did I? No, I didn't. I have no idea. I thought that I was changing the roof color, but it's fine. It's fine. It looks fine. But here we are with the kitchen. I don't know if vampires need a kitchen, but I figured I would put one in, because I picture this vampire as like a young adult, or well, I put her as an adult, but like a younger adult, but not like young, who had turned when she like was just starting her adulthood, and she likes to bake. So I do later put in. Excuse me, I'm clearing my throat. Later put in debug cupcakes. So obviously she doesn't have a cupcake machine, so but I would like to imagine that she makes cupcakes. But put some shelving in. I like to imagine that the shelving over on the left side has like metal bars holding it up, but I couldn't find something that would substitute that, but that's okay. And I am jumping around a little bit, but I'm trying to stay within the area that I'm working on. It's not, I get distracted, as I do. But, yeah, see? I find something, I'm like, oh, that could go there. But I did try to go for, like, a modern-esque vibe. Like, more modern. More rigid, like, less flowy, like, shapes. More, like, geometric shape. But, like, still having, like, I don't know how to explain what I'm going for here. I hope it makes sense. Because I'm trying to stick with, like, blacks and whites and, like, dark browns, and then have, like, very little amount of color. But have color as well. Like, I don't know how to explain this. I hope it makes sense. And then I put the lighting in. I tried to have just like minimal lighting in that top room where the bedroom is, but still have something. So like this is where I kind of decided where I wanted to have like modern industrial vibes, but I don't know. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but I like it. I do. Yeah, I don't really put anything on one of the walls. I was thinking about cobwebs, but I decided not to. And I was trying to, like, think about her life previous to being a vampire, and I decided she was a scuba diver before, but she no longer scuba dives because she prefers the daytime, and she can't do that during the daytime. And here I am struggling very much with, curtains. Woo. Which I do think they actually end up clipping, but you don't see it, so it's fine. I do put that teacher clock in. I think it's super cute. I put the modern one downstairs and the teacher one upstairs because I think it fits better. And here I am doing the whitewash of the bricks. I do change it so that it's mostly the white and we just have that black backsplash of the black, and then I do have a backsplash of the black upstairs because I figured it's like an older house, so you wouldn't change a lot of the structure, except for like painting it maybe. And then bookshelves. Yay, bookshelves. I don't know how much of a teacher vibe this house has, but it's fine. I do have that little laptop there at the... Oh, here's the painting. I keep that painting. I'm looking for a better one, quote unquote. But, yeah. So, anyways, back to the laptop. I put the laptop there because I didn't want to have... I didn't really have space for a desk, per se, so I decided she works from there. And then when she wants to eat, she can just put it away. And this is a lot different from my normal style. I suppose it's almost on par because it's got that cottage core vibe, but I like to put like, I don't know, I feel like I varied from what I normally do. If I didn't, I'm sorry. And then I put these pictures. So I figured that portrait there was kind of maybe like her before or something. I didn't give the sim short hair, so maybe not. I mean, the short hair could just be up, technically. But, yeah. I was struggling with these shelves because, like, nothing clips to them. And then I'm just adding in, like, little details here. Just small little things. And then I decided to put, like, little toys in. Like, these are from her students. Like, they made them. Later on, I put some of those crafts that they make on the little drawing board. Excuse me, my throat is like not working out. I hope that wasn't close to the mic. Alright, I've tried to move it away. But I'm not trying to record this like 17 times. I'm at 11 minutes. You can hear me cough, it's fine. But no, like seriously, I've been trying to record this for like a whole 3 hours. And it's just, I should have just given up. Well, I shouldn't say 3 hours. I should say like it's like an hour and a half, okay? I exaggerated. But it was very frustrating. So here we are moving the house. It did get rid of that bench, but I put it in later. And I wanted to have it fenced in, kind of like how the Victorian homes are, I guess. They're not like really fenced in like that. They're usually like, well, yeah, they are. Like, there's fenced in Victorian. That's what I'm going for here. And then I did put in some hanging pot plants, just so that there's a little more. I wanted her to have plants, but not like I didn't want her to have like too many plants, I guess. I don't know how to explain that. And then I made that little cubby for the trash can. And then I made I put the fire extinguisher. And then I know the coffee machine is clipping technically, but just imagine that it like fits perfectly underneath. I didn't want to deal with it. And then I put a radio, which honestly I thought it would clip to the shelving of that thing. There's only so many things that clip to these shelves, and I don't understand. Bothers me. Oh, but here I am putting the little decorations down. I thought about having a gravestone, but then I was like, well, you can't get rid of it once you place it, so I just decided to not do that. So here's the cupcakes, which they disappear upon putting them in, except for, you know, the one plate, the single plate. But I put the plate down anyway, just in case it showed up when she shows up on the lot. And I tried to put this. I really wanted a pond here. I do end up making a pool pond later on, but it's so frustrating because, like, I always want to use those, but they don't fit. And then here I am putting, like, some spice. Well, they're not spice jars. They're the remedies from the camping one. What is it? I don't know. I don't remember the name of the camping one. But anyways, the camping one. And then we have like flashcards and like the little thing and birdseed. And these little notes on the fridge. And then I do this. So it has nothing to do with being a teacher or a vampire. I just decided that it's gonna be here. That tree is gonna be here. I don't know why I decided to do it, but I actually like how it turns out. so it's fine. And then I found fizzy plasma, and I was like, that's what I was looking for. And I have like the little yarny thing, and like flowers. I figured the flowers are like from a student or something. And I was gonna put the like cards up here, but I decided it was just too cluttered, so I put them down here. And then, yeah, I put some of the cards on the table too. And then I put some of the tomes from Realm of Magic, which obviously, as a vampire, she wouldn't be using them, but I put them around just to like old books, you know. And then I decided not to put garlic up because it makes no sense that a vampire would have garlic. And then I was gonna put that broom there, but again, it looked a little too cluttered. I wanted to make it seem like it was well put together, not like super cluttered. And then I put these here because I figured she wouldn't want to hide the sacred magical tree. I do wish that there was a darker version of these lattices. There's not, obviously, but it's fine. It kind of goes with the fact that area is like more bright, and yeah. And then I decided that, oh well, you know, this magical tree is growing. Obviously, the grass around it is gonna look nicer and greener and more vibrant. And then the other side of the house is all dead trees. And I really don't know why I decided. I was trying to like figure out what I'm gonna put around the yard, but then I was like, I don't want to put a bunch of dead stuff. But then I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put half of it dead and half of it's alive. I also changed these shrubs out because I didn't like them. The shrubs were very difficult. I don't know why. But yeah, so this is what I did, okay? Just go with it. I think it looks nice, okay? And I also didn't want to have too much plant stuff because I didn't think she would want to go outside and like prune her trees, and she only has so much time outside and stuff, you know. And then she is a teacher, so obviously she leaves like in the middle of the day, or she leaves super early so that like before the sun comes up, she goes to school, she hides in her room, and then she like avoids doing outdoor activities with the kids, but then she like stays until like the sun has gone down. And then she only has so much time outside, so she doesn't really like prune her trees or whatever. I thought it froze for a second, but then I realized, oh yeah, I was texting someone during that time. And then here I'm like putting like walking paths with the regular dirt. And then I put the lot traits, child's play, they learn faster, and then I think I put good schools because she's a teacher, and then I think I put, I don't even remember, I'll have to see it when it shows up. I don't remember what I did. I think it was Vampire Lair, because she's a vampire. That's the original lot trait as well. But once you delete the lot, it just goes away. I don't know if that's why that happens. It's weird. So here we are. And then we are going on to making the sim, Agnes Everdeen. This one's a little bit longer. This is one of the first ones where I actually recorded with the likes. So here we are, liking things. So she's a bookworm, creative, and cheerful. I did have her be super pale. Because, I don't know. I know that in The Sims you can have the vampires not be pale and stuff, but I just feel like, you know, they're undead. They would be pale. Like, super pale. And then here I am going through the hairs. I wanted her to have, like, I don't know, like she has this, like, both a young teacher, just starting out, like, cute vibe, but also like cute stern grandma vibe going on. It's a weird dynamic, but you can see it at points where like, oh yeah, that's what she looks like. She looks like a grandma sometimes. She looks like a cute girl, like a cute little, like, not little, a cute, like, young woman. For the most part, she wears like more professional clothing. I think I end up accidentally changing some of the outfits later, because when I do her dark side, I accidentally linked them. So yeah, I did want her to have like a sexy outfit for one of her formals, because she is young technically. I wanted her to be a little more like reserved in the everyday classroom, but like she lets loose, and like in her party outfit, she's got a nice like formalish party outfit, and then we've got this outfit. Which is just wow. She's like dyed the tips of her like her hair, and she straightened it. She's got the makeup. She doesn't wear makeup any other time. And yeah, that's just I thought that would make sense. And then I don't know why I even did the hot wear. Like, why would she wear that at all? I mean, I guess at some point you can become immune to the sun. But yeah. So here's where I accidentally... Yeah. Here's where I accidentally do this. Because I was like, well, when she's in her dark mode or whatever, she changes, all the clothes change as well. So I decided, if it's not a dark color, it's going to be white. If it is a dark color, it's gonna be white. If it's not a dark color, then it's gonna be a dark color. Yeah, that made no sense for a second. So it like inverts basically, so that it was like super obvious that she was in dark mode. Because I don't know how prominent the aura is. And here we are, realizing we made a mistake. So I tried my best to do this. I changed the pants. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, there we go. I fixed them back. I fixed them best. I put them back. I fixed it. I put the doing a great job of talking. But anyways, I fixed it. So she doesn't have any companion animals, but I mean, you could possibly put a companion animal in the house. But yeah. So here she is. And she obviously did the free real estate. And she is, I don't know if there is actually a teaching career, but she'll be a teacher. She was dying, so I didn't take a picture of her in the house except for this one. Like, in front of the house, like, except for this one. But here we are coming into the screenshots, so thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode, next video I make, sorry. And, hit like, subscribe, notification bell if you would like, and I will see you again. I'm sorry, I already said that. Okay, bye!